Hey, hello everyone. We're back. It's Thursday. This is Witcher. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. I see him pronounce. I will be the GM for this campaign. Apologies for us being. Whoa, there's no sound. What the fuck? Is there sound? Yes, there is. Sorry, there was an update for OBS and things have moved. But yes, there's sound. Okay, cool. I was saying we were away. I was on holiday. We're back, and we have, well, the fallout of the battle for Vergen to go through. But before we delve back into what happened last time and the heroic efforts of our characters to help out the dwarves of Vergen, let's introduce our cast. -1, Ariel will be back with us next week. But let's start with the person on my right at the top of the overlay. Hello, Yutai. Welcome back. How are you doing?
Hello. It's been a while. It's good to be back. I'm doing great. Hi, I'm Yutsai, he, him pronouns. I'll be playing Joanna Wicker, she, her, Irish when I can remember, but from what I can recall, a craftswoman of good skill, mild reputation, who had recently had an argument with the youngest in the group who was trying to put on, how should I say this? Try to put boundaries up about what they were comfortable talking about, dealing with. And Joanna left to give them space, but also perhaps for other reasons. Happy to be back.
Welcome back. And the other row on the overlay, starting with the person to my right. Hannah, welcome back.
Hi, I'm Hannah, she, her, and in this game I'm playing Asa of Maribor, he, him, the youngest member of the group, the baby witcher. And yeah, excited to be back, excited to be playing again, and excited to see where the fallout of last session leaves us today.
And last but not least, Norden, welcome back.
Hello, my name is Nordlik Deer. My pronouns are he, him. I am last but not least, and I play Gulshan Nasir, also known as the Bloodweld, our mage with a loving and kind past who only heals people and does nothing bad ever. That about covers it, right?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Uh, chat, let me know if my sound is still low. It should be fine now. And there should be music playing soon. But while I'm grabbing the music, let's recap where we left off a couple of weeks ago. The four of you had reached the city, or the ruins of the city of Vergen. Learned that the city itself was... sorry if that was loud. Apparently, there's an autoplay. And that's just very loud music of something I took while I was on vacation. No worries about it, but the sound doesn't come out right on video, unfortunately. My apologies for this. Anyway, you went to the town of Vergen. You encountered a bunch of dwarves, non-humans, I should say, because some of them weren't dwarves, who made you, or at least told you about what had been going on in Vergen in the last weeks/months. This group wanted to rebuild from the ruins following the end of the war, and out of the blue one day, this group of bandits/cultists/ we don't really know, Nilfgaardians maybe, came in, settled down, and decided to wage a protracted war with the dwarves there. These bandits held sort of one half of town, the one where the castle was, and they were basically just picking off the survivors, the rebuilders, whenever they ventured out to try to do anything. And so well, Gulshan, let's point fingers. Had a plan, came up with a plan. A plan that would not only get rid of the current batch of bandits, but would also ensure that they would never come back and nobody else would come back to Vergen. By nobody else, I mean those who would, do like those bandits did. And so the plan was to resurrect, quote unquote, Saskia from the dead. Put this sort of whole show together with her leading an army of undead to strike fear into the hearts of those bandits. And strike fear it did. And during this performance that you put together with the lighting of the pyres, the mirrors that reflected moonlight onto the undead or onto Saskia, Wreath and Joanna and Asa went to work, either eliminating some of the snipers, moving some of the bandits' traps around, doing all of this so that even in their retreat, they suffered massive losses. And then you celebrated a little in the tavern. And we are the next morning. The three of you wake up. You're on little mats, basically nothing more than makeshift beds that were made for you in the Cauldron's common room. The fourth mat, the one where Wreath was, is currently empty. It's foggy and cold outside, but not supernaturally so, for sure. But it's chilly for a late spring, early summer day. Or, sorry, midsummer day. It feels like spring, but other than that, you can hear like a bird in the distance chirping, and none of the dwarves have woken up. You can hear snoring coming from the second floor. What do you do?
From what I can recall, the dwarves propose that we actually stick around for a while, right? Or at least perhaps to us individually for certain reasons here and there.
Well, they did mention something about a problem in the sort of old catacombs, just a little bit outside of town. The first time they had to bury some of their numbers, the folks who went in never came out. And they described... They didn't have a whole lot to describe, of course, of like what could be in there. But I believe Asa got an idea through a couple of Witcher training checks. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, they would very much like for you to make the catacombs safe again, mostly so that they can bury their other dead in a respectable place instead of leaving them in like the ditch that they dug behind the cauldron. Also, Do It promised to give Gulshan a new window as recompense for the help. And so, of course, while this is being made, Do It at least assumed that you were staying until like that was done, so you can leave Vergen with said new window. So that's where we are.
I think in this cold, rustic morning, I think Joanna would be up early. The quietness is probably a little unsettling almost, given the recent events where there's so much tension, so much danger, and the lack of like constant danger. It's kind of like, are we actually safe? Did it really work? Is there going to be a surprise ambush this morning? Nevertheless, I think some salvaged kettle of sorts, if there's anything that makes up for coffee here, tea soup even, she'd have some flame stoked, some coals.
There was a whole pantry.
There's breakfast beard. If you need them. If you want to have some. Uh-oh. Okay. They don't have coffee. They don't have tea at the inn right now.
Probably musing then. If the bandits were scared off in such a hurry, yeah, picking over...
I just lost your sound.
Oh.
Or are you
Hello?
muted?
Hello? No, not muted.
I can hear Yidsai perfectly. Can you hear me?
I lost everybody's sound.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Simon, you've been eliminated. I'm sorry to say we took a vote, and we
Nope,
decided
you
that.
did not take a vote.
You are in the city of...
How do you know? You
I'm
couldn't
now
hear.
the storyteller.
I can hear now. Apparently, my headphones were at 0, and I shouldn't have been able to hear you since the start of tonight.
Well, our connection is just that strong, Simon.
And yeah, and it's just by, unfortunately, refreshing my soundboard. It sort of clued in that I wasn't supposed to hear anyone, I guess. Sorry, we're back. Lots of updates tonight. Yes.
They could hear us the entire time.
Breakfast beer. Breakfast beer.
Breakfast beer. Breakfast beer. There's Joanna has, uncharacteristically, there's like a pack of supplies that's kind of near her, like as if she's ready to move, though she's making no like motion to say like she's leaving immediately. Though her sights are set out to where the bandit encampments were, that side of town, kind of wondering what things that they left behind in such a hurry, given the scare that they were given. Wondering where the hell Wreath is. Hasn't seen them in a while. But other than that, just kind of waiting for people to wake up and deciding on next moves and wondering what the others are thinking. If Ace has cooled down, or if Gulshan just stoked the fires, as it were, in the young boy.
Did what now?
You know, like
Praising.
inflame the tempers.
You are staring.
Hmm?
Joanna, you are staring. Why are you staring? It's been a late night. Get some more rest.
I'd imagine you more of a cautious sort, Gulshan. Or are you confident that your plan worked flawlessly, that we shouldn't worry about stragglers? Perhaps one or two hiding out the scare, so to speak.
Just because I have my eyes closed does not mean I am not listening.
Have you seen Wreath?
Last night.
All right, I guess that's where that ends. I'm thinking we might be able to find some better provisions if the bandits cared to leave us a few in their haste to leave. Normally, I'd ask Wreath to come with me, given their eye and their penchant for that sort of scouting, but haven't seen them in a while.
If you are asking a question, perhaps ask the question you are meaning to ask, and not just, have you seen Wreath?
Fine then, Gulshan. What are your aims?
With what?
What are you going to do?
With what?
Now, your big plan
No.
succeeded. We're alive. I'm still missing a leg, but I don't think the plan yesterday would have changed that. So I'm just curious. I'm assuming they approached you two about dealing with certain issues that they're dealing with. I've been approached about helping fix up the town.
With
But
what?
I'm not just gonna. Oh yeah, sure. Hey, I mean, you see a craftsperson, you see a bunch of broken shit. 1+1, and all that.
I was taken aside last night and asked to wait for my window.
Hmm.
So that's about the extent of what I've been asked. Okay,
So,
that's
we're
it.
gonna
I'm
be in
getting
town
up.
for a bit
This
then.
is not good for my back. Oh,
Want a breakfast beer?
what?
Want a breakfast beer? It's beer for breakfast.
I too have met dwarves before. Yes, I know. No, thank you. I am fine.
Yeah, suit yourself. Good.
We should see if they've got anything around town to help out with your missing leg, now that I think of it.
Hey, I can move, I can walk. That's pretty much all I need right now.
Yes, but I know you. You are looking at that leg and you are thinking, what could I do? Interesting. What a challenge.
Sure, but we're away from... There's a pause as Joanna isn't actually quite sure what to call Gulshan's hut.
We're away from your
It's-
house.
Right, but like in the sense, Joanna doesn't really have a home per se. She's been on the move for so long. There's never really been like a... So that word just kind of like kind of refuses to land on her tongue. Look, we're out and about. I don't have my full kit. I don't even have a proper forge really. So I'm just trying to get a gauge on where we as a group stand. I can't find Wreath. You seem to be waiting for your window. How's Asa, by the way? I decided to
Asa?
give him some room, but I noticed you stayed behind.
I mean,
Drop
I
some
did.
nuggets of wisdom on him.
You know what? I barely remember. It was a long night. Also, last I checked, his meditation sounds a lot like snoring. So, perhaps he's asleep. I think it might be wise to try and get into old patterns. Take out the sketchbook, write some ideas, look around, see if you can find any fun materials to work with. These people are rebuilding their lives. Perhaps you should take a hint from them.
Take what from us? Dewitt's voice comes down from the stairs.
Oh, everything of value. So we can rob you and leave you with nothing.
Knew it.
Er-
Shouldn't have trusted a bunch of humans.
Is this the eavesdropping dwarf? Famously eavesdropping.
No, you might be
Is this the one we have to
confusing
look
him
around
with
for corners?
their halfling friend. What's his name again? Where are you? Sorry, he's a couple of pages back. Thierry. Thierry was the eavesdropping halfling. No, he's
Carry the eavesdropper.
asleep. No, Dewitt's the glass blower. He says, I hope you all have slept comfortably. The cauldron is not what it used to be. I have completely lost my voice for it. That said, I am off to make the promised window. Just give me better part of the day.
I had actually a thought. Although I know the last thought I had led to everything that happened last night, but a smaller thought. I have been mocked incessantly for the hole in my roof.
Okay.
Can you replace the hole with a window? Is there such a thing as a roof window?
I mean, I guess I've never... You'd have to find a way to get the smoke out.
I already have a chimney.
Well, isn't a chimney a roof hole?
It was back when the fire used to be in the middle of the hut, and then there was an extension built, I think about 30 years ago, and that is where the new fireplace is, which has its own dedicated stone chimney.
Why don't you just patch your roof hole with just thatch and mud like everybody else?
Because I like looking at the stars.
He's fancy.
Ooh.
I'm
Well, I
not
mean-
fancy. I'm a mage.
You and your secrets, you and your secret pantries underground where we can't find them.
Secret.
Look, I'll let you get back to this argument, but the short answer is I can. The long answer is I've promised you one window for helping.
The answer to that is I'm more than happy to pay you, even if it has to be in installments.
All right. I'll do it. Let's say pay for material only. I'll let you know how much it is going to cost me. It shouldn't be that many crowns. Maybe like 12 crowns or something at best. You're gonna have to give me a bit more than a day then.
Yes, hold on.
I need the
take
dimensions of your hole.
Yes, of course.
The one in your roof.
Because Gulshan would not. It's too many languages apart. He would not get the humor there. I noticed it, so I'm commenting
Lost
on
in
it.
translation.
It is in fact lost in translation. He'll pull out like a little a piece of paper, and he'll just I have some parchment. Yeah, he pulls out some parchment. He just scribbles down the vague dimensions, probably like a little bit larger, because it's easier to have something larger and build around it than smaller, and hand it over.
All right, he looks at it, goes, yeah, that's feasible. Like I said, probably around 12 crowns.
One more question. You wouldn't have happened to have an old forge at town, would you? I mean, I would assume, but I shouldn't assume.
No, there was. That was Paxton's old forge. He is no longer with us. Died near the end of the war, so not a victim of those blokes you scared off. His forge was by the West Gate, part of town that the guys with the black hoods were nested in. It's once you get out of Renewed Square, don't head up towards the castle, but pass. I want to say it should be, well, it used to be 3 houses. Now it might just be a bunch of rubble, but there should be an alley there that led back to Furnace Alley. And down in Furnace Alley, there were essentially there's this Paxton's Forge, and then across was a charcoal burner. So if you see these big, unless they completely destroyed them, but big round brick ovens, look across the street. And whatever's there is what's left of the forge. Of course, we'd love to rebuild it. We need it. We need nails like you wouldn't believe.
I make a very pointed look at Joanna.
Do you know how boring nails are?
Well, we can start with nails, and then you can work your way up.
Boring is the foundation of a solid world, lady.
You sound like my old master. God.
Wait,
Yes,
which one?
I'll pitch in.
Oh, we never
You know,
asked,
honestly,
but
they were all
we won't say no.
yeah, they were all a little boring. Very
Also, there's
grounded, as it were.
Okay, we should probably find Asa and Heath and then do what we are here to do, unless Asa's already wandered away.
I think Asa, correct me if I'm wrong, Asa, you were going to take that job going into
Right.
the
So he would
monster-
probably be outside meditating. Well, meditating. So
Don't take
I
Gulshan's
think
judgment for truth.
Asa had me prepare a few potions for them, some witchery stuff. I think they might have some intentions for the day, so I'm not sure if they're going to be free for much.
Yes, I know, but we should probably check to see if he needs help. I have nothing to do.
I've been meaning to ask, Ken, do you have look around for eavesdropping people?
Dewitt's now, like, by the cauldron that had the stew in, helping himself to breakfast.
You know, if you want to hide the conversation from, I could just.
It's a little weird.
I know, I don't like doing it.
I'm just asking, could you make can you make your own custom, like, you know how I can take a piece of metal and just fashion it into whatever shape I want? Can you do that with your, she twiddles her fingers?
You mean invent my own
Yes.
tools?
Well, invent, yes, your tools, as it were.
Yes, theoretically, yes. It's. I've done it before, but it is a large project. It takes a lot of
So
practice,
probably-
experimentation, trickiness, and then there's the chance of side effects. I mean, the last time there's also the possibility it falls into the wrong hands. Something to consider at all times. I mean, you are a swordsmith, you would know, but a spell can be significantly more dangerous than any sword, given the wrong interpretations.
Well, I'm not sure how dangerous a nail-making spell would do, but
You want
perhaps
me
even
to
more
take your homework from you?
it's not. I mean, magic's just. I know it's not easy, but like, it seems so. You know, if you could just like spritz and nails fall out.
Okay, rule number 1, I can't make something from nothing. Which means I cannot take an
Sure,
ore and
sure.
refine it and then smelt it, because that requires additives and energy. In addition, magic in general requires the same amount of energy to a smaller degree than you would normally do to do the exact same thing by hand. Which
So
means
it's all right if I spend time making nails, but you're too twiddly fingers to make
No,
your own
no.
nails.
What I mean is, a spell has a short time frame. So something that you do over time, which conserves your energy, I would do it in an instant, which wouldn't conserve mine. Does it make sense? It's usually not worth it. Are you serious? Are you asking me to make your nails for you? You don't actually have to make nails for them. I imagine they'd just be happy to have a working forge.
Honestly, it was a bit of decent curiosity. Also, kind of just gauging if my job is safe in the future. You know, are a bunch of mages or magic users going to put me out of business?
No, it's just not worth it. And in addition to that, most mages are does look. The truth is, when it comes to the Brotherhood, magic is meant to serve lofty ambitions, which means doing something as basic as making a nail is, to be frank,
Careful now.
but-
Careful now.
they would feel is beneath them.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
really
saying-
boring. I agree.
I'm not saying it out of judgment or out of truth. I'm just saying that. Look, I've learned it the hard way. We witches can be dicks. That's the right word for
Yes.
it, right?
Believe so. I could offer you alternatives if you don't like that one.
By all means.
I think as they go to find Asa, she'll just list off some inappropriate but also appropriate to the discussion replacement words.
You have
You
grown
would be
up.
amazed, Gulshan, at how many insults exist specifically geared towards mages by non-mages.
And she always clarifies, I don't agree with this one, but I think it's really funny.
Sparkle twat is one of the funniest ones.
I hate you.
Let's pan out and see where Asa is this morning.
Asa would have gotten up early and gone outside to meditate before heading to do the contract, but I don't think he would have wanted to do the contract until he was sure everybody else was up and had other things to do.
Okay.
So he's still outside.
Like I said, if you went out before sunrise, say the air was unseasonably chilly, and as the sun rose this morning, there's this like thick layer of fog that just accompanies it, rose from the cobblestones of Vergen. It's not thick enough that, say, visibility is hindered in any way, but it's enough to say that if something wanted to hide in the fog, it could.
Mhm.
Like as a
Do I get the impression that as the day gets warmer, the fog is going to dissipate even more, or does it feel like this is pretty much?
no,
Okay.
it's a natural thing. It might linger a little this morning, but like by noon, it would probably be all gone for sure.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, that you didn't really hear any sounds until that one bird this morning that just was like chirping away somewhere in town. Very little wind. You caught the smell, you being a witcher, of course, but you caught the smell of both, like the bodies rotting in the ditch near the inn, but also the sort of faint smell of mold and decay coming from the catacombs outside of town. They're to the south of the city.
Okay.
But nothing that smelled like a creature. Just to be clear.
I can't smell the creature. Okay. Okay.
And as you meditate or leave your meditative state,
Yeah, I
you would
think
start to hear the voices of the others.
that would probably be what prompted to stop meditation. Would be hearing approaching voices.
You used to be such a child. It is strange to hear you speaking like this.
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Joanna, who just... Never mind. We were wondering if you needed any help.
Help? You want to help me kill monsters?
I have before.
I'm not saying that you can't. Just don't have anything better to do.
Apparently not. If you do not need help, you do not need help. But,
I mean, I welcome help. It's fine, but you know, it's just monster, just one, or like one and a couple of little ones, which isn't usually a big problem. So, I mean, if we all do it together, we'll get it done quicker. I suppose that's an upside.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll something. One and a couple little ones. Here's a question for you: do monsters have babies? Do monsters have babies?
I mean, some monsters, yeah, will reproduce sexually like any other creature. It really all depends on the monster.
With a 13 in monster lore, Gulshan, you do not remember reading about baby version of any monsters. It's weird how the literature's missing.
I guess no one wanted to study that. Weird. What kind of monster is it?
Well, from the description of it, it sounds like some kind of at least a vampire. You know, have you encountered a vampire before?
Up or down?
Up.
Nope. No, I have not.
It's not as scary or as romantic as the literature makes it out to be. Trust me. Just another monster.
Oh, is this why you were asking for last night? Joanna was telling me blood, not something else.
Black blood.
That.
Yeah, it's a potion that helps witches to, fight vampires in case they try to bite us. Literally forbid. But
I assume this means do not let them bite you.
Yeah, that would be advisable. I mean, I don't know if anybody has told you that it would be better for them to bite you. I assume that, the default would be to not get bitten by any monster.
I'm going to roll monster lore again, this time specifically asking about vampires, and this is crucial, vampire babies. 14.
A little more knowledgeable.
What do you want to know about vampire babies?
Is there such a thing?
Let's see. What was the basic? Basic DC is a 15. Do you want to spend a point of luck on that?
Indeed.
Oh no! Wait! It's a 14 on monster lore. Oh, there's.
Tell me about vampire babies.
Yeah, there's one type of commonly mistaken vampire for the type of vampire commonly mistaken for vampire babies. They're called plumards. They're basically giant bats, if you will. They have a slightly humanoid face, very slightly. But they do have sort of a torso and legs that are more reminiscent of a human than an actual, animal bat. For instance, they don't have the sort of like flap of skin that normal bats have between their hind legs to help them fly, and their wings are shorter than bats would be. Their wings almost, once folded, can look like a cloak covering them. But plumards are they stand about a meter tall, 3.3 feet for Americans, and because they are small, some people tend to think that they are baby vampires and will try to burn, nests of plumards the moment they find them. The issue is a lot of people underestimate plumards because they think they're babies, and so will often get ripped to shred, a la Jurassic Park 2. Just because they're small and cute doesn't mean they're not gonna have like an entire flock jump on you and just tear you to pieces. And this is what happened. That happens a lot. But they're not babies. Plumards are, with a 14, you know the truth, they are a type of vampire. It just so happens that they're small and some would say cute.
Oh, you're talking about plumards.
Yeah. I thought what?
Oh,
more about vampires than I gave you credit for.
I know nothing. No, I just
plumards.
Babies.
Plumards are not babies.
Up now.
Look, it is nice to. Sometimes it's a good idea to remind the young people that they do, in fact, know things. Not only the old people know things.
I didn't see you didn't know anything. You said you'd never seen a vampire before.
I wanted to give you the opportunity to show off how smart you are.
I see.
Why are we
Look, I
whispering?
have been a mentor to a few over the years, and most of them ended up okay. I look at Ioana, and I look back at Lisa.
She's scratching her knot leg.
Joanna, are you wanting to come along too?
I'm of two minds about it. I'm feeling a little restless. Shooting something usually helps with that. Pats the crossbow on her back. At the same time, the town's a mess. Also, where the fuck is Wreath?
That is a good question.
They were gone when I got up.
If you think you could use me on this hunt of yours, I don't think I'd mind the exercise. If you think it'd be better if I stay put.
You know, if Gulshan's coming too, I bet we could, like, make a wall so that they can't get past us and you can stay back somewhere a little bit safer and help us with projectile fire.
Does a crossbow work on vampires? Or the vampires?
It'd have to be, you know, silvered tips for vampires. Do you think we could make arrows with silvered tips for you?
And we are back
yeah.
to the forge.
There's a forge
It
here.
always comes back to the forge, Gulshan.
Is there a forge?
No, there was. We don't know the condition of the forge yet.
I could coat them with silver, but I need a silver ingot to do it. Which
Doesn't feel
I'm
like
not sure if
something
we're
we
going to
need
find
around
around
here.
here.
Or they might have one in the castle.
And the bandits probably abandoned whatever they could find when they were running last night. So it also could be. I have known many dwarven smiths in my life. The things they hide just in case would astound you. It could be in the forge. If we're lucky.
If you guys don't mind a detour before monster executions, might be worth it.
Sure.
I mean, anything I do here would be helped by having access to a reliable forge in the first place. So honestly,
Yeah,
getting that safe and set up would be beneficial.
sure. Yeah, let's go check it out.
Are you sure you're okay, Joanna? Are you sure you are all right? You just seem... That is not an
The beer's
answer.
the beer's a little sour, but I'm fine.
If breakfast?
Breakfast beer. Want a mug?
No.
Do it set to go
So-
this way. I'm going this way.
Let's go to the forge.
You're heading for the forge. As you
Yeah.
do so, and as you pass by some of the bodies from last night, you notice that some of them are already bereft of equipment, as if someone had gone this way already. But most of them are still in possession of their weapons or armors they might have had on them last night. It's safe to assume that Wreath is probably somewhere around. Whatever they're doing, they haven't pilfered everything from those bodies. So let me know if you want to stop at the bodies. Otherwise, you make your way to...
Can I try and keep an eye out for anything that is silver? You know, buttons.
Yeah, give me awareness.
Sure. I will spend my point of luck on this. The single point that I have. 17.
There is one silver thing. You found things that you thought were silver, ended up being steel. A lot of like the rings that they wore were made out of silver. All of them with a 1 etched in them. You remember the other group had a different number etched in it. But one of them, one of the snipers, in fact, had a silver ring with a 1 scratched in. And this one is a ring that is clearly way more, silver to other metal ratio. Like the alloy is this thing was worth a little something at least.
For 1 crossbow bolt. And I just hand it over to Yana.
Ooh. Well, he won't miss it. I'll pocket it for later.
Otherwise, even though they don't seem to have a lot of wealth on them, with a 17 in awareness, Gulshan also ascertain that it's not because Wreath came by before you. They just didn't happen. And I mean, if you remember what happened last night, with most of them rushing out of the castle, they probably just left everything else over there and just took the bare minimum, which was their armaments with them. Swords, daggers, bows, and arrows aplenty. But other than that, of course, the ring they wore on their finger, they all have it. All of them. Everybody you've encountered. It's not shiny enough for Wreath to have taken them. And they probably haven't been by that one sniper who had the silver one.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually get, past Runundrun Square, find said Furnace Alley that Dewitt mentioned. The street is a mess. Part of the buildings that were flanking the alley have, when they were destroyed, sort of slid into the alley, sort of blocking it almost completely. You have to climb over ruins and debris. By the time you're at the top of that pile, like, you can see the charcoal burner. You can see the oven, the brick ovens that Dewitt mentioned, and across the way, the utter ruins of a forge. It very likely caught on fire, years ago. It's just, I can't say it's a smoking wreck. There's no smoke anymore, but it's a wreck. It all fell onto itself. The only thing that still stands, in fact, is the brick and mortar sort of chimney and also forge area. Like, it's filled with debris, would need to be cleared out. But the what's the word? Like the crucible, if you will, is still there. Is still intact. With your professional eye, Joanna, you can quickly see that that the damage that it sustained was more superficial, and it's not a danger to use. It would take you a few hours to clear out the area for you to work comfortably in there, but it's feasible.
I am no expert, but it does seem that if you're not picky about having a roof.
Not picky at all. Bit superficial damage, and the caught on fire definitely not in the good way. Give me half a day in this place, and I'll probably be able to put it into working shape. She'll
Anything
pivot.
we can do to help?
I mean, sure. Able hands, able bodies, but I think it'd be best if maybe I just stay here and work on this. I mean, I'm not going to be any good against even baby vampires and their babies, you know? So I'll let you two do what you do best, bicker and kill things.
Well, actually, what we probably should do first is handle all the bodies that have been left around so that they don't, attract necrophages.
Oh,
That would not be a good fate for Firkin.
what are we thinking? Big hole or big pyre?
Pyre.
Will the smoke give it away, though, with the whole haunted charade and all that?
There were pyres last night for the ceremony, so
All right. I think I should. I have it. Look, yes, one leg's gone, but I got a workable replacement. If you two want to get down to the dangerous business, I can get everything set up here. You know me, setting up foundations, what I'm good at. By the time you get back, you can help me pull up all the bodies, and then we can light this thing, where the smoke will blend in with the darkness of the night and all that.
It might be bitter anyway.
can I do a little human perception check into Joanna to see? Because 15 minutes ago, she was like, "Oh yeah, let's fight some vampires," and now she's like, "I don't know." So, what's causing the sudden change of heart? Not that I know nothing.
I don't know. For a 14, what are you willing to share, Joanna?
There's definitely been like a bit of a code switch, so to speak, since meeting up with Asa, that even maybe Joanna isn't herself fully aware of, but something about all of us being together has kind of put her a little on edge. Not in like a terrible way, just like different priorities. You feel like she just maybe... Actually, yeah, I think for 14, you can feel that something has clicked differently, but maybe not a lot more than that.
Asa, remind me, is it better to face these vampire creatures in the night or during the day?
During the day, definitely.
Then let us do some investigating and see what happens. And if we handle it...
Are you
now-
trying to give him subtle messaging? He is a witcher. Like, I don't know if you remember.
Gulshan doesn't hang out with witchers much. In case, remember when we met and I pulled a sword on you?
Yeah, that's true.
How would... okay, let us do some investigating now, and if we face them now, we face them now, and if we do not, we can wait until tomorrow, or whatever is good. That is not narrowing it down. Okay, Joanna, are you sure that...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at this. It's a big fucking mess.
But we can
Great to fix
aid,
up.
We can aid you if you'd like.
No. I'm Gulshan. I'm not a little girl anymore. I have my big girl shorts on. Pants.
Shorts?
I'll be shorts. It's a brand new fashion. They're doing it in the big cities. They cut the trousers at the knee. It's quite fascinating. Look, I'll be fine. You do what you do best. I'll do what I do best. Come back and help me out near the end. But this is quite literally my wheelhouse. So let me run around the wheel for a bit.
Okay.
So are we going to hunt this vampire? Or, like what? I mean, you don't have to come with me if you don't want. You want to come?
I have nothing left to do. Lead the way. I shall come with you.
All right. Well, if you need any help with that forge, Joanna, don't, hesitate to tell us.
Oh, sure.
He'll, start heading in the direction of where he was told the vampires are. This is very strange.
I'm gonna focus on Asa and Gulshan for a moment, as we have a montage in the background of Joanna clearing out the forge. You've made your way to the catacombs that stand just outside of town. It really is a few minutes walk out of the south of the western gate. And even even as you sort of approach the catacomb, you can see the way it was constructed, sort of in the might have been like an old quarry or an old mine. You know how quarries are dug out, these sort of layers of let's call them almost like concentric circles. And you've got those tunnels that lead into the rock, except instead of being tunnels, they're most of them shut by heavy stone doors. There's just one tunnel, the one at the bottom, the widest of them all, is covered by a massive boulder that was just rolled into place. The boulder itself doesn't cover 100% of the door, but it's definitely the cracks that it leaves open is too small for a dwarf or even a human to crawl through. Probably too small for Plumard as well, because you haven't seen any in town anyway. And the dwarves never mention, the Plumards attacking them or anything. But DeWitt had said yesterday that they, when that one survivor came out of the tomb and then died of from their wounds, the other dwarves came in and rolled in a boulder to make sure that the thing would stay shut for the time being. There's only one tunnel shut by a boulder. It's that one. There are in the dust and the dirt in front of that tunnel, there are still discolored splotches of like where a hefty quantity of blood was shed and then seeped into the ground. It must have happened, a while back, because it doesn't smell like blood anymore on the air. It doesn't look like, even from a distance, it doesn't look like it's wet or even sticky or even coagulated. It just seeped into the ground and changed the coloration of the dirt here. The only sign of struggle that you can see from the outside.
This looks like the right place.
Am I the only person on edge here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need help
not-
moving the...
Oh, sorry.
No.
Simon, I have a question.
Yeah.
It does not say in my description for this, but what is the max amount of weight that Ard can push?
Oh, it's enough to shove someone to the ground.
So it's only useful for human weight. I wouldn't be able to nudge the boulder any at all.
It's a good question. Give me a moment. Yeah, with a 10% chance of knocking someone prone, it's as strong as like a sturdy kick.
Okay.
So no, that boulder would need a slower and more constant application of force to roll, but it's a mostly roundish boulder. Like, you don't know how many dwarves it took to roll it, but there's definitely enough people in town to roll it out of the way if it had to come to it. Out of curiosity, what's your athletics like, Asa?
My athletics?
Yeah.
Where?
It's a skill. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not athletics because that's dexterity. Physique.
Physique.
Oh, my physique is a 0.
Cool. What's your body?
My body is a 9.
My base physique, body plus physique, is 9 as well.
Alone, you don't think you would be able to push it or make significant progress rolling it around. The two of you, you can tackle the stone by yourselves.
You think we can? I mean, together we should be able to push it out of the way. You think?
Sure, yeah, of course. Okay, you take that side, I'll take this side. Wait, hold on. I look around for a good place to put it after we move it. We'll move it just over there.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Would you mind, both of you, just giving me a physique roll, please? I'm looking for a DC 12 with the two of you together. Yep, you roll the boulder along without hurting yourselves. It takes about 10 minutes to get it really out of the way, and like a couple of yards out from the mouth of the tunnel, or wherever it is that Gulshan you pointed. You can hear coming from inside the catacombs the slow dripping of water, but no other sound. In fact, it almost feels like once that stone was moved, that even the air outside of the tunnel thickened. And there is this electricity almost in the air, like that uncomfortable feeling that you are walking into the lair of a monster, and that it might somehow already be aware of your presence.
Can I ask a weird question?
Hmm?
The description, yeah, monster, yes. Is there anything else deeper into the catacombs? Because the feeling of energy and such, there wouldn't have to be a place of power nearby, would there?
Are you asking me, the GM?
Yes.
Or sorry. Give me a spellcasting roll.
Spell.
Or not a spellcasting, a magic training roll.
Magical training. 24.
Damn.
It's not a place of power. It doesn't hum like a place of power, but there is something psychic in that tomb.
Is it something that I could dispel if needed to?
You'd have to see what it is. If it's like an active spell, yes, absolutely. If it's someone using an active spell, yes, absolutely. But you would need to see what it is first, because it's just that feeling that you feel is sort of the like, you as a mage can put a finger on it. You know how when someone uses telepathy and they're scoping out to connect to someone else, that short split second of, establishing handshake before being connected, that's that feeling that you have. It's like if something was able to send out a psychic signal from inside, it's just on standby. And it's not attempting to connect to anything. Like with a 24 in magic training, it's not you cannot even connect to it without at least seeing it. But that thing in itself, whatever's emitting this, is not
It's not for
trying
us.
to communicate with anything. It just is. It's in a state of it is.
There's something here.
There's a lot of somethings here.
Oh, no, that is... Have you watched Baked Earth on a hot summer day?
Never really gone out of my way to watch dirt.
And sometimes when the heat is especially high, waves appear in the air. When you look forward, it's like the image shifts from side to side.
Sure.
There's something like that here. It's magical. There's something psychic, mental here. Just on the edges of it, I think. We are just on the edges of it. It's not pulling at us. I think we'll be safe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Does that sound like the effects of a Garcan from what he's describing? Can I roll Witcher
You
training?
can roll Witcher training, yes.
Okay. 26?
Yeah, it is.
That sounds about right. You know the Begin I mentioned? The Begin and all the little ones? Well, the Begin is a Garcan. It's a type of vampire, and it emits those types of psychic waves it gets in your head. Sort of makes it hard to think.
Gets in your head. How does it...
It disrupts. It like sends out waves to disrupt your thought process and makes you unable to think, to attack. That's its biggest. You got to watch out for it. It's good that you sensed that.
Okay, now having an understanding of what this is, can I turn it off? Can I dispel that? Or is it so innate? Do I know any protections I can do to prevent it?
Because it is magic based, Dimeridium.
That's not a good idea. I'm
That
not
seems
going...
bad.
No, it might have more than one effect.
Basically, what it is that it's. I'm gonna talk like the GM is talking, right? We're not talking in world. It's a spell. It's an ability it has. Just like you can cast spells, but because that spell is like instantaneous, I mean, you could probably ready an action to try to counter it as it uses it.
Mm-hmm.
But you would need to know like when it uses it, or otherwise you spend all of your turns just waiting for it to happen. But that could be a possibility, mind you. The way the magic training is not really going to help, and in this case, let me just check. Yeah, it wouldn't dispel it. It's just you could use the spell dispel, and thus your spellcasting roll, as a resist like in place of a resist magic.
Okay, if one of us is affected but not the other one, how would we shake each other out of it? Is that a thing we can do?
The way, well, I mean, with a 26 in Witcher training, somehow Asa knows the mechanics of it. Basically, it's an area around itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a cone or anything. It's just everybody within a certain distance of the Garcane. if you failed your resist magic, you're staggered, and you have a -2 to awareness due to your vision getting absolutely blurred for a while. The stagger effect affects everything. Like, it's a special stagger, so it's a penalty on everything, not just like attack and defense rolls. And if you are staggered and it uses the pulse again, you become stunned instead. And that's when it kills you. However, it's completely unable to use this ability while in the cloud of a Dimeridium Bomb.
I got a question.
Oh, also,
I'm
I guess
sorry,
with the
keep going.
26, Asa, you know that the pulse goes up to 20 feet.
In a small enclosed area. Great.
I could connect our minds.
I don't.
So we'd know if one had fallen for it before the other, or...
I mean, it's good in theory. Here's my question. If one of us is affected by the stun effect of the Garkin, would it then affect the other if our minds were connected like that?
No, it wouldn't. It's minds touching, it's not minds combining. You'd
This
be
is
able
a
to see the
spell,
edge.
Simon?
Hmm?
It's a spell? It's not like a
It's an ability. It's a spell that doesn't cost any stamina, because monsters don't really use magic the same way you do.
Okay.
It's a
I thought
thing that
it was like a
Garcanes...
physical thing. I thought it was like an auditory weapon that it had that it
Well,
could utilize.
yes, but because the Meridium cancels it, it means it's somehow connected to
Magic in some way. Yeah, okay.
But I mean, it's something that's completely natural to the Arcane. Like, on whatever world vampires come from, that's just a thing they do. But in it, you know, post conjunction, incoming onto the continent, and this being a game, right? And because CD Projekt decided that the Meridian bombs would cancel it, we can assume that there's something regarding chaos. Like, it's done through.
I'm not questioning you. I'm just trying to. I'm thinking like, well, now my thought for how I could do something about it is no longer feasible. So now I got to rethink my. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, with your role, you would know that there's a couple of things you can do to get to help with a Garcane. Dimeridium bomb, of course. The sort of best risk reward thing. Save the oil. Like, of course, you can always put vampire oil on your sword to help and all that. But given that the Garcane has a tendency to paralyze people or stun them, game terms, and then bite them, it's take some black blood and then fight it. And if you fail against its pulse and you are paralyzed and it bites you, well, at least the black blood is going to do the work for you. But that also assumes that you survive the bite of a Garcane.
Right.
You said that I could try and dispel it. Not dispel the actual effect, but dispel its connection to me temporarily, right? You spellcasting instead of resist magic.
Yeah, basically, if you look at the dispel spell, you can, because it can cancel a magic with a duration. That's not a magic with a duration. But it can be used as a defensive action to block magic attacks with or without physical components. So, if you know the spell, dispel, this is technically a magic attack without physical components.
Cool. Can I do it on behalf of another person?
With a ready action, yes. It would mean that instead of Asa making a save with like resist magic, it would be you skipping your turn to use this spell and replace the resist magic roll with a spellcasting roll, which technically means that you have a lot more chances of saving against it than using resist magic.
And so I could, if worst comes to worst, I can try and resist magic on my own behalf and use spellcasting to protect Asa.
If you are both within the area, you would need to use resist magic on yourself. And I would say you need to succeed before using your dispel. If you fail and you're staggered, then the -2 affects your dispel roll. Or if you fail a second time and you're stunned, then you can't help Asa. But so long as you stay farther away from the Garkin than 20 feet, you're fine.
20 meters, you mean?
No, it's 6 meters.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm sorry, I forgot that we have a Canadian, and you're the only one that uses meters more than me. I still use feet, so... But yeah, I normally convert it to feet immediately.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
in this case, I don't know, something like 7 yards or some shit.
If you want, I can stay just outside of its range and protect you from it.
You think you can do that?
I would have to know exactly when and if you're affected, which means I would have to connect to your mind to do so, but yes. Or at least I think I did. Would.
Here's the thing, I don't think that I'd be able to fight a Gargan by myself, all things considered.
I can attack from afar. There is...
I mean, if you do the mind connection thing and the counter magic thing, we might be able to take it out. We might have to take a break before taking on the other little ones, but by that time, maybe Jan will be ready to join us.
There is nothing to do but go forward, and I cannot help 2 people at once, so it's probably best Joanna isn't here.
Is she okay?
He just shrugs.
I mean, I don't know. Said some harsh words to her last night, and I didn't mean it. I was upset about other things, and I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's not your deal to deal with. So
I'm going to say something rather insensitive for a second. You two are young.
that's
You're
just
quite
facts.
young. Insensitive words do not last for long, not unless you take true offense to it. I think if Joanna's acting strange, it's probably because something you said struck at the core of who she is. In other words, I think she believes it. Whatever you said, it hits close to home.
Well, I would never mean to hurt her, no matter what I said.
Of course not, but our words have effects no matter if we intend them to or not. That's the power behind speaking. You know, where I'm from, we have poets. You know, they're kind of like your bards. We have poets, and when one of them speaks in the square, in a forum or some such, sometimes they take hours upon hours, and you forget where you were, who you are, what you do. In a way, it's magic. But these people, they have no intention of affecting our brains. They just speak about something that they truly care about. And that has an effect on those who choose to listen. It's the way of the world.
So I should recite poetry to make up for what I said.
Unless you are trying to seduce her. No. I'm saying that if you really feel that you affected Joanna that strongly and you do not wish to, then perhaps the best solution is to go back and take your words back. to state that they were wrong, or that you do not believe them, or that you spoke harshly out of despair and not truth. Deny what you said. In other words.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're not having the Witcher recite poetry. That is not happening. I cannot sit through 2 hours of them barely stringing along a sentence. I can't do it. Okay. So, I will
So
not
how
be
do we
able
do
to-
this?
I will not be able to engage as close as you can if only one of us is to be affected. If it comes within range of me, I cannot promise that it will not affect me. So, instead, what I will do is I'll hang back. You go straight forward. I'll be just close enough that worse comes to worse. If you need a few, you saw what I did to the bandits in the watchtower. I'll be able to pull that off. But in the meantime, I'll keep an eye upon you. I want you to know that this is not an intentional intrusion, but it is necessary. So just look into my eyes and it'll make it somewhat easier. And just. But
Oh, now wait a minute. What kind of intrusion are you talking about? What exactly can you see if you do this?
just what's on the surface. I won't be going deep. So whatever you're
Okay,
thinking
give me a
about
second.
actively right now. And I cast telepathy.
That was what that 19 was for, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it goes off without a hitch.
Great.
There's a
I'll just skim along the surface.
what's Asa immediately thinking of?
Panic. Just like
You just hear
the
constant
mad
screaming.
scramble to like to put everything away. It's like the scene in SpongeBob where the building is on fire and they're trying to push the pole door, you know? But it's he's just trying to compartmentalize everything before Gulshin gets in there, and Gulshin's already there. So it's just like,
Stop thinking so hard.
I can't. You didn't give me that very much of a warning. All right, hold on. I just clear my mind. Think of nice things. All right. This is fine. It's all good. I think it's good. It's good. We're good.
I will ready an action. If I feel Ace's brain wavering with magical effect, I will dispel it.
Cool. And thus, as you head into the catacomb, before we take a quick break, let's just go back to Joanna for a second. It's a montage of you clearing out the forge. I will need 3 skill checks from you to see
Okay.
how much progress you make, and do you hurt yourself or not.
Oh.
I will need, to begin with, an actual athletics roll, so dexterity athletics. I will need a body physique, and I will need a body endurance. You can, you have to do all 3, but if you fail the physique or the, if you fail the endurance, you might incur penalties on the other 2. So you might want to keep endurance for last. It's up to you.
That makes sense. We'll do the dexterity athletics first.
Cool.
Do I know what I'm aiming for?
I'm looking for a 14 for athletics, 16 for physique, and
Right, here we
15
go.
for the other one.
Oh, did that not roll? Oh.
It might be if you go athletics, you might need to just click on a.
Oh my
basic roll.
god.
Whoa!
Oh, it's just one of those days.
All right, give me physique.
I do have a lot of luck.
Yeah, but this is a fumble.
Okay. All right. Come on, Joanna. Put your back into it.
Well, at least
Do I
she
need a
lifted
16 or
with her
15 for
legs and not
this?
her back. It's good.
You mean her leg?
Her leg, yes. You need to put 1 luck point in there though, because it's a 16
I
for
will,
physique,
I will do that.
if that's what you want. And then 15
Yes.
for endurance.
Oh my goodness.
Joanna,
Mhm.
can you roll? In this case,
Which limb am I losing
for-
now?
can you roll 13d6?
Ooh. Yes, sir.
And the amount you roll is taken out of your stamina.
That's over my stamina.
All right. Everything over your stamina,
There's
because
so
of the
many
failed
5s and
endurance roll,
6s.
goes out of your HP.
Ooh.
And
I'm
then
dead.
I'll narrate.
I'm kidding.
Does that make you fall? By the way, of course, y'all have slept, right? So stamina was at max. So just in case. Does that bring you under half of your max HP?
No.
Okay.
It's actually pretty close though.
Okay. Here's what happened. You started clearing debris out of here, out of this place. At some point, cut your hand on a rusty nail.
Shit.
And that cut made, everything else you did that day harder. Because it's really like, it's a scratch inside the palm of your hand. You were able to clear out the heaviest of the debris without a problem. But it was way more exhausting than you thought it would be. And near the end, when you pushed through to try to get everything cleared out, you found the anvil. Good news, you found the anvil. Also, a very angry cat behind me.
Oh.
You found the anvil. That's the good news. It's a sturdy, sizable anvil. You can definitely make weapons on there, armor. It's got like enough of the different parts that you can, smith quite a lot of things with it. The bad news is you dropped it on your good foot. And that's where some of the damage comes from as well. It's been 4 hours at this point. And you've cleared out enough of the forge that you can work. But there's the rest of that workshop under debris and everything. And you notice that, well, it's never been looted because no one took the time to clear all the debris out. It would take you probably a day, if not a couple of days, to get, especially in your state right now, probably more than a couple of days. But there are still material lying in there. You just, with a damaged foot, a cut hand, and you being completely out of breath, it's up to you if you want to push forward or if you want to take a break. But this has been one hell of a day.
Yeah. I don't think there's any like cursing or brashness or anger. There's just a moment as she's like, the pain is starting to fade from her foot after dropping the anvil on it. She just lets the anvil sit on its side on the ground, finds a stone ledge to sit on, and she just, I think for a solid like 5 to 10 minutes, is just breathing, her eyes closed, just trying to calm down. It's like so quiet for her. And then she sees those materials that you saw, that you stated that she noticed. She can feel the wincing pain in her hand. She hesitates only for a moment, and despite having no stamina, taking almost half her HP in damage, there is something that like kind of pushes her forward to get something, anything to show for her efforts here. So yeah, she'll continue without any real rest, so to speak.
All right. I will need the same 3 rolls. How quickly do you want to get to the material? Because once you
Ooh.
start pulling things out, you'll quickly realize, like within a half hour of clearing out the rest of the rubble, that this is, at a normal, not breakneck pace, this is a 2-day job. You can probably finish the day and get to those material if you really wanted to. But I need to know if she tries to do it in a day or not, because that'll influence the DC on those rules.
I think she does. I think there's almost a close to a desperation in her actions, just kind of kind of what I said before, wanting something to prove for her efforts here today.
Then in that case, I'm going to need.
It's not like an emotional, hysterical action either. It's more of a. It's like when you are lying to yourself. Like I can be quick and safe. I'm good at this. I know what I'm doing, and just kind of talking yourself into something that's kind of stupid. We've all been there.
Yeah, you're gonna need to beat a 17 for the athletics.
Easy, no doubt about it. What could go wrong?
And then 18 for physique. And
do I get
20
+5 for main character energy?
No, you get to make those rolls.
All right, let's see what happens.
17, 18, and 20.
Oh boy. What? Gosh. Oh my god. Main character energy!
You can give yourself a +2 to either one of the next 2 rolls. So pick one of the 2.
For being on the run for so long, Joanna's pretty good under pressure. All right, so +2 to either physique or endurance.
Yeah.
Which one's the higher one?
So physique is at an 18 and endurance is at a 20.
Okay. Oh boy, this is bad. I think we'll go with. Well, let's try to lock in physique. I'm going to get the +2 to physique. So I need 18 at least for this. Okay.
Nice, nice.
That's what they call me Iron Arms, Joanna. And then I need a 20, you said?
Yep.
For endurance?
It's not impossible, but it's very hard.
It's not impossible, yeah. Oh my god!
What is this newfound energy? Yep, it might just be the fact that you're very close to getting something, right? To being rewarded for your efforts. And indeed you are. Let me just grab my notes here. When you're done clearing out, especially with the rolls that you got, could you just give me deduction on top of it?
Sure. I get my +1 for being human.
Yes.
15.
The forge itself, whatever remains of the walls and the timber and whatever, is dangerously precarious. It could crash at, like, a stiff breeze could make the entire thing crash on you. So you move all the material away. The thing is this place cannot be salvaged. Like, it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. If one would want to have, like, a functional forge that can do everything that they were able to do here before, they need to start over from scratch. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing that you can salvage from what there is. Like, in fact, some of the timber that used to hold, like, the rafters could have been used, as crafting material. Not anymore. There's plenty of coal, though, so getting a new fire going in the crucible, in the kiln, there's no problem with that. You don't need to spend any of it. And in fact, there's enough coal here that anything that you craft on location, like, will ignore the coal requirements, because
Nice.
there's enough for a while. For
So
sure.
good temporary forge, but if they want an actual forge, you're gonna have to start somewhere else.
Yeah, like, there's an anvil, cool. But you've also searching through everything, you've noticed that the tools have all been broken. Not by design, but just through, misfortune and the damage that occurred. You have tools on yourself, cool. But someone at the cauldron probably has a hammer. But if you really want to start working on making more or less complicated pieces, you would need something, because, calipers and hammers will only get you so far. So, can you roll 2d10 for me, please?
2d10. 7.
You found two. So I'm going to list everything that you find, right? So 2
Okay.
units of ester grease, 5 units of etching acid, and then I would need you to roll 3d6.
3, 4, 4.
Awesome. You find 3 units of dark iron.
Dark iron.
Hmm.
Ooh.
You found 4 units of normal iron. And you found 2 units of silver.
Silver.
Yes.
Nice.
And then, can you give me a luck roll? So roll just a d10, and you have to roll below your current luck.
Match or below or
Match
fully
or below. Match or below.
Okay, then it's a 50-50 shot for me. 1d10. Come on, low number. 4, under my luck.
Nice. You find a diagram. One of the few that survive the damage here. And it's a diagram to make dark steel.
Dark steel.
And that
Interesting.
is when we're going to leave for break, folks. We're going to be back in a few minutes. Stick around, grab yourself a drink, a snack, and we will be right back. And we're back. Hello, hello. And we're back not at the forge, but at the tomb. With one Gulshan and one Asa. And I would like to know, now that the minds have been connected and the tunnel has been open, what do y'all do?
Well, let's head in.
I will be just behind you after you step of the way.
How dark is it in here?
So, very. You can see torch sconces set at a regular interval on the walls. They're all blown out. The tunnel, when you walk in, goes... Well, I mean, I know you don't have the cat potions. You can still see a
Not ready.
bit dark. Yeah, okay. 1, 2.
Maybe we should have prepared better.
Maybe.
It goes on... It goes on deep enough that you can't see the end of that tunnel. You can see, however, that both to your left and to your right, after you walk in, maybe like halfway to the edge of what you can see from outside with the light of outside peering in, there seems to be like 2 corridors, one going left, one going right. Like this thing is built like a cross shape type of thing.
Can I do an awareness check to see if I have any idea what's going on and which tunnel the because I have the sense that there's an effect happening, right? The psychic effect.
Mm.
Can I sense which tunnel the effect is coming from?
Yeah, make a magic training.
Sure. Happy. Oh, 21.
Yeah, it took a while to appear. It's coming from deeper within. Not the right, not the left, just deeper within.
So just straight ahead.
Yep.
Okay.
On both
within.
sides of the walls, there are little alcoves that you can see. Not for the first, like, 10-ish feet when you walk in, but after that, between the torch sconces, little alcoves with names engraved on the walls in Dwarven under each alcove. And it goes on for a bit. The tunnel is wide enough to let the two of you walk side by side without being cramped. If I were to say, I'd say it's about like 15 feet wide, 3 squares. There's enough room that the two of you can walk and, swing a blade if need be without risking to nick the other with it. I'm assuming you're just moving towards what you felt
In the
at the
direction,
end.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Gulshan felt.
So you cross the first corridor that veers off to the left, the one that veers off to the right.
Can I do a quick just look down them to see if there's anything cool?
Sure. That would be awareness with a minus, because there's no light. None of you are lighting torches or anything like that, correct?
I mean,
Not
they
unless the
already
Witcher tells me
know
to.
we're here.
Then it's awareness with a minus 5.
Do you want to light the torch?
Do you think it would help you? I feel like it would be better to see him. Oh, I mean, even if it means that he knows that you're there as well. Better for you to know he's there. So yeah, let's
I-
go ahead and light some torches, don't you think?
Magic to cast, and I do not need magic to feel its presence.
Well, I can't see shit. I don't have magic to feel where he's coming from. I have to go purely on instinct.
As you
Okay.
say that, Asa, you hear chittering coming from both side corridors.
No, they definitely know we're here. And can I just use Igni to light a torch?
Yes.
Sweet.
And as I'm going to need a spellcasting roll for that. I'm just going
To light a torch? Okay.
Please don't self.
Well, it's a spell. Still need spellcasting.
Spellcasting. Ooh, come on. Basic
As long as it's not a fumble, please don't fumble.
Yeah, you're fine. And as you light your torch, that sort of triggers the plumards now that they know that someone is here, and they come rushing out of the tunnels. Let me just set your characters there. I should probably bring you to the map, right? Boop. Do you both see the map?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Um,
that's only the first time around.
I will need initiative for everyone.
Okay.
Uh,
Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
+5 in our case. So it's going to be Asa. Whoa. Wait. Asa with an 18, Gulshan with a 12. Oh, I hope
Bless
I
you.
muted in time. Fuck, I didn't. 1, 2, and the plumards sitting at a comfortable 13. You have time to react, Asa, before they are on you. You hear the sound coming from both the corridor to the left and the corridor to the right. You do not see them yet, since you just like used your Igni. The torch lit up. For all intents and purposes, because I do not have the like light generated and all that in Roll20. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an aura around Gulshan.
My skin, it's glowing.
Aura farming.
Yes. This is so you have no penalty due to based on sight if you are within this red circle.
Okay.
So it illuminates pretty far out. You can see the end of the corridor. You can see there's like a little section that goes off to the left at the end. Gulshan to your left, that first like intersection you were at. You can see that the corridor goes in again, alcoves on all sides, and then it splits off into like another fork with more alcoves. Same goes for the one to the right. It goes on a little, but you're a bit farther away, so you don't really see what's on in that area. But the chittering and the flapping of wings can be heard.
Each meter is a square, right?
Yeah, we'll do it that way. It's a lot simpler.
Okay.
When you lit a torch and we heard the chittering, the first thing Gulshan, like, he pulled out his sword and you can see it's already glowing.
I'm going to set down an Earden trap right in the middle of Gulshan and I. Let me do a spell casting for that.
You mean you put it? Because it's basically a radius of 3 squares, so it's
Right. So if we're standing in it, that means that anything that tries to attack
Yes.
us melee will be penalized.
cool. Let me draw a little circle. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. So
Wouldn't it be like this? Like that?
Uh,
green-
yeah, but it's supposed to be a circle of 3 meters radius.
3 meters radius.
Yep.
Oh, I
1,
see.
2, 3,
Mhm.
4, 5, 6. There we go. Yeah, it's a huge area around the two of you. It's just normally when you play on the map, it's 1.5 meter per square. I absolutely hate that. You shouldn't have to handle decimals when you're moving on a combat map. That's just no.
Math in my math game.
In your head, you hear Gulshan saying, "You take the right, I take the left."
Let's go.
And now it's their turn. Unless you have another action you wanted to do.
Nope.
Mesa, cool. Where are my babies? There
You got
they
him, your
are.
home situation.
I mean, can I move my guy to in front of the? Can I take that
Yeah.
movement?
So you're basically blocking the corridor to the right.
Right. Exactly.
That's 4. What's their speed as they come flying down the corridors, wings flapping, little fangy teeth chittering. You can see their beady green eyes sort of reflect the light like a cat as they get into the range of the torches. It's 8 square. Awesome. They are flying, by the way. Which means they can... Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, wow. So they're doing this. Okay. I need to put them on proper squares. Sorry for people at home. I don't have the overlay yet for the combat, but it's gonna happen very, very soon. Yep. Dip. Dip, 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 dip. Okay. Because they're flying, they're sort of on a combat map, right? They can fly through each other. In the fiction, in the narrative of what's happening, it's just clouds of plumards flying at you. A veritable swarm. That's cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be like 5 squares. Then... Okay, so that's one that's gonna try to attack Asa. I'll start with him because he gets into the Yrden. What do I have to do for Yrden again, Master Witcher?
Yrden, anything that steps into that circle takes a -3 to speed and reflex until they exit the circle.
Okay, there's no resistance to this. Cool, cool, cool. That means that with their minus in speed, that little guy will attack you and then move here. 1, 5, 6. No, he's gonna stay here. So they're basically coming at you flying, but because the first ones, as they dive, like they swoop down towards you, fangs bared, and hit the Yrden. The magic takes hold, and because they are sort of more sluggish as they try to fly out of the way to let the others come in and have a bite, they sort of run into each other, and so only the first 2 get to you, Asa, and will get to make an attack on you. So they will both try to bite you. Up to you how you want to defend against it.
I would like to dodge, please.
Cool. Well, the first one's got a 14. The second one got a 9. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, also, Yrden lowers reflexes, right? So that was even less than that. Sorry, I forgot to put the -3 on all of them. On
It's
at
all
least
good.
those first 2. 3, and come here, you. 3. Awesome. The other one's down here. Here. Because you're farther away, Gulshan, you can hear them flapping their wings. You can see the first sort of vanguard of this cloud coming your way, blocking most of the tunnel, with just them flying almost dangerously close to each other, and yet none of them, even though they seem to be utterly clumsy in how they fly, they never bang into each other. Can I? Yeah, he's gonna go here. And then that other one, I guess, can just do this. And be stuck there. One of them is flying a little bit faster than the others. And so you can see like one round the corner and then the rest of the cloud coming in. But that's their turn. And so now we're at Gulshan.
Dodge and escape for our fella in the back.
What is the
Please.
spell?
Fire snakes.
That's just for one or for 2 of them?
It only affects one target at a time.
Okay. Okay. You said dodge escape. Where is it? Okay. It's a 13. So he rolls a 21.
Darn. Yeah, Gulshan points his sword and fire bubbles up from around the sword to form the snakes, because it is flaming, and spring themselves through the air, and just hit the wall.
Yeah, those things are surprising. Even though they look clumsy, they are surprisingly agile in flight.
Look, that was a low roll for me, so we'll see.
Well, look. And that would bring us to Asa of Maribor, unless you wanted to take an extra action.
Just a recovery action. Get some of that stamina back.
Cool. Mind you, it's kind of weird because as an extra action, you're going to spend 3 stamina to do it.
Which is still a bonus of 6.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Yeah.
So back to Asa.
Am I capable of casting another spell while Yrden is still active?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yrden
that
lasts for 5 rounds. There's still 4 rounds going.
Okay,
a
I would
question.
like to do. So go
One
ahead.
second, sorry. Am I affected by the Yrden?
It's anything that steps into the circle. So if you were in the circle when it was cast,
Okay.
you're fine. Just don't walk out and back in.
Don't leave the circle.
Yeah. It's the outer perimeter that's the trap, not the inside.
I would like to cast Igni down this hallway, please.
Yeah, that would basically get all of them. they get to dodge or block. Here's my problem. While they are in flight, they cannot use anything else but reposition.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's true. Could I use reposition against the snakes?
Let me check the core book just to make sure, but it doesn't look like it. No.
Okay, because then we might have to retcon something, because I forgot while they're in flight, they have like a bunch of bonuses, but they can only use reposition, which means they cannot dodge out of the way of an Igni. So you just roll for damage.
Sweet.
No, it's just
11.
dodge escape.
That kills all 4 of them.
Excellent.
They squeak in agony as they fall down. Oh, I can't just put the X's on them. Like, I have to do it one by one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it's dodge escape, so no, it could not have escaped it. So that little guy at the end is grappled. Does that do any damage?
No, but it sets them on fire.
Okay. Okay, technically it can still fly until it takes enough damage or it is stunned. So I'll just do a little grapple thing. And I guess the on fire is going to happen on its turn anyway.
Yep.
As they squeak and scream, dying, the 2 of you can hear a roar, a sort of coming from deeper inside the tunnels.
I think that'll be the big one.
Yeah.
I'll handle these 4. You go on ahead. I'll be right
Are you
behind
sure?
Of course.
Can you keep up the...
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I can.
So I'm gonna hide the thing.
What thing? I didn't see a thing.
Nope. Chat probably saw a little something, but no matter. Maybe I should roll initiative for this. Awesome.
Great.
Cool. So Asa, Igni, do you do an additional action? You take an extra action.
I guess just go as far as I can. What's my movement? 21.
Your speed.
So I can go to about this.
Because
whoops.
run is if you take your whole turn to run.
Oh, speed.
Uh,
Sorry, it's
yeah.
been. So 7.
Yeah, we'll do it that way because it's simpler for this map and everything. It would be 7 squares, yeah.
Can you get over there? There we go. I'll get to the edge of the light and stay there for the time being.
All right. Then our good friend. 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hi.
It rounds the corner, walking on all 4s on the ceiling, just skittering. And the moment it sees Asa, like rounds the corner, sees you, cannot unleash the pulse because it takes a full turn. So it's prepping for it, but it'll just use its claws to sort of like scratch at you and not necessarily push you back, but to like create a bit of a buffer between the two of you. It didn't expect maybe you to be like right there. So the first claw is a 26.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And that's an 8, so I believe that's a baby crit.
Okay.
Let me see. Critical wounds. Yes, because I beat you by 7 or more. If you can sink in 2 luck points, you're fine.
I don't have 2 luck points.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna take 3 damage through your armor. That the 3 damage cannot be reduced because of the crit.
Okay.
And that doesn't affect your armor. It doesn't ablate the armor. It just does the damage. And now I have to see how much damage that does. That would be 14
Okay.
on you, Asa. So I don't know. Oh, I need to roll the body part. Let me just sec. I don't have a body part roller. Eh. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Torso.
Okay.
So I don't know what you're wearing on the torso.
My torso armor is 7, so does that reduce? That reduces it to 6, and I take 7 damage.
14 minus 7, that reduces it to... I mean, you take 7 damage, yeah, and then the armor reduces to 6, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's its first claw. I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you to roll a percentile dice, please.
Oh
A
dear.
D100.
Okay.
If you roll under a 25, you're bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
You're bleeding. And with the crit that it did, I'm just gonna roll 2d6. Mind you, it was on your torso, so I'll just go with 1. No, that's face. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a d4. 1. It cracked your ribs. You have a penalty of 2 to your body, but this does not lower your HP. It just... So you might just want to note it down somewhere else, because if you actually change your body on your sheet, it's going to affect everything else. But basically, it's like a -2 to physique and endurance, if you will, because it's everything based on body, right?
Okay.
And technically, your stun rolls as well, just not your HP. So it cracked your ribs with the first blow as it tore through your armor, opened up a gash, and then strikes with the second claw for 24.
Jeez Louise.
Dangerous beasties.
Yeah, you don't say. So that's a 20.
At least it's not a crit,
That's true.
but it is on your head.
Ooh.
And so it deals 3 times that damage. $54 minus your armor.
On my head,
Yes.
I'm at 0. I'm dead. I think he decapitated me.
You let me see. That
It's not a decapitation.
No, it's
'cause
not a
that's special kind
decapitation.
of crit. It's
Yeah,
just that your head got mauled and bloodied.
Yes, very much so. You're not dead. You're in the death state.
Okay.
But yes, it came in and it just whack, and took a chunk out of your face. Not a crit, so it's just like it'll probably leave a scar.
Okay.
But yes, so now that you are in the death state, you will have to make a death save at the end of each of your turn. with a cumulative -1, so you can survive up until that. Either you are brought back to above 0 hit points, or if you get, magical healing or whatever like that, you don't have to do death saves anymore. Thankfully, it's not because of a crit, so it isn't that big a deal.
Okay.
But it means that you have, at best right now, 9 rounds to live.
Okay.
Because your stun isn't a 3, it's still a 9. It uses your unmodified stun save. It's just because the sheet updates everything automatically. It's fucked up, so you're going to have to roll like a regular d10.
Can he flee?
Well, you can
Can he-
always flee.
Is he up?
I'm in negative hit points. Can I flee if I'm in negative hit points?
Oh yeah, there's no like falling unconscious in The Witcher.
Okay.
It's just you're, bleeding out, and because all of your stats are reduced, as you can see on your sheet, your speed is also reduced.
Mhm.
So you can flee, but like running is only gonna get you, 6 squares away. But it's not your turn yet.
Right.
It's the Plumards,
Mm.
who fling themselves at Gulshan. That's a 2. Then they lose 3, so he could go back 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna put him there. So one of them gets to attack you. 2 of them get to attack you, which means that he can go all the way back here. That's 3.
The one that's grappled and on fire.
That was the first one, yeah. So the one I put
yeah.
in the wall. So we're gonna get back to them.
Cool.
So that's 4. I think that's only 4 of them because of the Yrden. 5. 5 Garkin. 5 Garkin. Jesus. 5 Plumards can try to get a bite at you. That said, the one that's on fire, just dies. What's the minimum amount of damage from on fire is what? 5 to every body location. Like it just burns. It just the snakes got a hold of it, and like it tried to fly and just turned to ashes. And that's at everything takes place at the same time. Asa's getting mauled, and you're getting bitten a whole bunch of times. So
With all of them have that -3 though, because they have all had to fly.
yes,
into the
yeah, that's the thing. They all have to. Which
Thank God.
Asa might remember to stay in the circle.
Well, it's okay. I have a plan. I have the ideas of a plan. Maybe, sort of.
Okay,
Ugh.
so first one, 16.
And I can use anything, right?
Anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. 15.
Okay, second one, 9. I'm just gonna roll all of their attacks first because they don't
Yep, do it.
have.
Fine.
Yeah, even if you fumble and trip over yourself, it's fine. Third one, 13.
Yep.
Fourth one, 15. And last one, 12.
And that is
So only
4 stamina gone because of all the defensive actions.
Yeah. Only one got a nibble out of you. 12. Damn. He nibbled at your face. So that's actually 3 times this, so 36 damage to your face.
Oh, great. What are the odds?
Minus your armor, of course. I don't know.
It's armor after the tripling, right?
No, it's armor first, triple after. So the same thing for Asa would have been before that 30, that 54 damage is 54 minus armor. Did you have
It's
armor on your face?
54 minus armor, or is it 18 minus armor?
It's
And
18
then-
minus armor. I'm sorry, 18
I had
minus
a
armor.
I had a hood that was 2 armor that is now 1, so it would be 17 times 3, which is so much better.
No, it would have been 16 times 3.
Oh, right,
Because
right,
18
right.
minus
Okay.
2 would be 16. 16 times
Sorry, yeah.
3 would be
Mhm.
48. So that's 6 more HP. So you're at minus 11, I think, instead of
Okay.
minus. It's bad, right? But not as bad. But yes, the
Well, I'm
armor
ac-
comes in first. So do you have a helmet or something like that?
I do. I have a hood. I'm not even halfway done. Oh, I mean, I am halfway. I'm halfway gone, but that's fine.
Cool. Also, you take
Yeah.
extra damage equal to the amount of hit points that the Plumard was missing, which is 0. So you're fine. Yeah, basically you don't want you want to kill the Plumard in one shot. Because otherwise every time they bite you, they regain all their health and you take extra damage. So they're messed up creatures like that. Thankfully, they have absolutely no resistances or susceptibilities to like silver or what have you.
So I'm down to 4 because one of them's dead in fire.
Oh
Right.
no, that was the first of 6 that
Oh,
died in fire.
great.
The 5 of them were like they basically plunge at you, go through the ear, then take the penalties, bite, and then like fly away, come and fly away, and they're all like this. So this is now your turn. You have heard Asa getting completely wrecked.
No, I felt Asa get
You
completely
fe-
wrecked
yes.
in my
He's
head.
inside Ace's head, yeah.
Chances are that Asa might die at the end of his turn.
Yeah. A quick question for Asa. What is it like when you get half your face ripped off in your head? What's your immediate thought?
Screaming, just outward and inward screaming. That's basically it.
Yeah, I dropped the telepathy. Because, ow, not doing that. No screaming. I fling my hand towards the direction of the gherkin, and I'm going to cast more fire snakes. This time they come from the torches that are lit upon the wall, and they slither upon the ceiling to grab him. Dodge escape. Damn it. Not my day.
It's a really powerful beastie.
It is a really powerful beast. I still lose the stamina, though. That is... and then, using that same hand, he twists it and he says something. And you feel that your face is on fire, Asa.
What else is new?
It's a bad day. It's a really fucking bad day for you. I'm not gonna lie there, bud. 23. So 3 points of damage per round, and you're no longer bleeding. So you're healing by 3, and you're not
So
bleeding anymore.
that brings you immediately to 3. You don't need to get rid of the negative or whatever. You're back to 3 HP.
I'm immediately at 3?
Yeah. The negative
My
HP
boy.
is just there to be used as a modifier for first aid rolls if you're not healed by magic.
Okay.
So
I think we... and he says it out loud because he's no longer in your head. I think we are done.
Yeah. Okay, I
And-
mean,
With that, Gulshan's going to step out of the circle in the opposite direction. I have a speed of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm here.
all right.
There we go.
And then Asa,
yeah.
with your HP back, you've noticed that your stats have come back. So what do you do on your turn?
I only have a speed of 7, so I'm going to go as far as I possibly can.
If you do not do anything else on your turn, you can use the run speed instead.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna run. Let's get out of here. Okay, how many? 6, 8, 12. I'm gonna go off the map, Simon. I'm gone ski.
That could very well be.
No, my run is 21,
Oh
so I'm
yeah.
yeah,
You're like
bye.
4 squares off the map. You pass by
Fucking book
Jolshan.
it.
The Garcane gets to play. Doesn't get to scream. But you are a you're a fleeing prey, and it kind of likes that.
I'm glad that I'm giving it its kinks.
It uses the tremendous leap thing.
Oh,
And
for fuck's
great.
sake.
Leaps theoretically 10 meters directly at Gulshan. But as it passes through the Yrden, it loses some of that speed. I just need to check. He's gonna go up to 7. Yeah. So like this square here. Basically, as it like leaps up to try to strike you, gets into the magical area of the Yrden, and who is like held aloft for a second before falling back down and being a little confused at what's happening. But it also sees the light outside, and it doesn't use any extra actions to like jump again or run again or anything. It sort of freezes, unsure of what to do. However, the Plumards do not give a shit, because they be very, very hungry. So that's 4 squares.
Mm-hmm.
Up to 7, but he's gonna stay here for now because I need to count things. That's 5
Because
squares.
they're still having to fly through the Yrden, yeah.
Yeah. That's 5 squares, let's say. That's 6, 7, so it can go back there after. This one cannot attack you. So there's only 4, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only 4 that can attack you. Gulshan.
Right.
They throw themselves at you. However, you are close enough to the outside that there's a little bit of sunlight that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just enough to blind them. So they have a -5 on their roll on top of it. So, but they're outside the Yrden at that point. So we transform the -3 to a -5. But the 3 rolls you're going to have to make are 14, -3, and 11.
-3. Okay. 14 minus.
Yeah, the
Wait,
second one
minus three.
fumbled horribly.
Oh, okay.
So just don't
Okay,
fumble
so
more than it. But yeah, 14 for the first one, 11 for the third one, and then there's Mr. Fumble in between.
That's for the -3. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
And for the 11, woof.
That is a +17.
It is.
That's a crit, my friend.
Oh my god.
It is.
That is a deadly crit.
Yeah, it is.
So you're gonna start by taking 10 damage through your armor.
And I get beheaded, right?
What?
Well, I don't know which body part he's going to hit you on. A leg.
I lose a leg.
Yep, it latches on to one of your legs and just begins to burrow itself inside of it.
Can I take over this for like a split second?
Sure.
It begins to burrow inside of Gulshan's leg, And Gulshin like reaches down because it's a leg. He can reach it to try and yank it out. Realizes it's too strong. Grits his teeth, and I pull out my sword because I have it, and it is on fire. 17, dear God. And
Well, you did fumble by a shit ton.
I did, I know. Wait, it was against an 11.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I can't go past 1, can't I? Because when you don't really get negatives here. It's
No, your skill roll is a -6 because you fumbled by that much. Because the die exploded and you apparently rolled a 10 and a 9 on that exploding die.
Yeah, but I thought we couldn't go into negatives in Witcher. Like, not really with skill rolls.
No, the way I do it with opposed rolls is just the difference between the two rolls.
Okay. Gulshin's gonna cut off his own leg. Because there's not much I can do.
The damage that you take from this attack is halved after your armor. So I don't know if you have armor on your
I do, it's of 8.
bonus damage gonna be stopped by armor. That's fine. Wait, so do you take... Yeah, you took the extra damage from
Yep, already.
the other one. And that's it for its turn. Gulshan, your speed is now quartered.
That's enough to get out of here. But before I do, I don't need a leg to... what, an 18? Come on. You know what? I'll take the extra stamina damage. Still roll dodge escape for the Gherkin.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. You cannot drop your base value below a 0. I apologize. So you don't lose your leg.
I don't?
My apology. No. 0 is the lowest you can go on a roll.
Oh.
So
Okay, so what's an 11 then?
an 11 is a horrible crit anyway. 11 is a complex crit, so you would have taken 5 damage through your armor.
Okay.
And they would have fractured your leg, so you have a -3 to dodge escape to your speed and to athletics.
Okay.
It burrowed
yeah.
in the bone, up to
Yeah.
the bone and started gnawing at the bone, yeah.
I literally take... So instead, he takes the hilt of his sword after he tries to grab it out and literally thwacks it on the head, which breaks his own bone. And tries to... It's still dodge escape, though, for the Gherkin. I declared it. He flings his hand. Fire snakes come out from the torches and try to wrap around the Gherkin.
Alright, give me a second. Uh, 28.
And as they fling out and hit the walls and spring back, he screams in a language that... No, he screams in a language that no one understands, and twists his hand in the air. And they, instead of like dissipating, they spring around and try and go again. Dodge escape one more time.
It finally fails.
It is on fire, and it is grappled. And Gulshan calmly, now, the anger just gone from his face, will limp a couple steps out into the sunlight.
Oh, it wasn't a 28 the first time, it was a 25. It wouldn't have mattered, but I forgot to remove his reflex, so the second time is a 20 instead of a 23.
That's all right. And that lasts I forgot how many rounds. D10, I think. Yep. 1d10.
Can you roll the d10? Because
8
he's going to
rounds.
try to, like, escape and hide back in
Yep.
the dark. The moment that they hit the sunlight, the plumards fly back inside. They do not want to stay outside. As for him, so I have 8 rounds. Let me just do that bookkeeping.
For the Plumards move, it's my turn in the turn order.
Oh yeah, if you want to do something, I'm assuming that you're just running away.
Well, if I look back and I see that Gulshan is in peril, being
Okay.
attacked by a bunch of bats. But sorry, go ahead.
No, well, Gulshan is now outside. The bats aren't attacking him.
Okay.
If you turn around, Gulshan runs outside holding his leg. The thing with the plumard is just narrative flavor. They're not
Okay, well,
pursuing you out.
He flips. Gulshan will turn around to stare directly at the gherkin that he has grappled, to just watch it struggle.
And then, yes, it is Asa's turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
You allowed me to have something during character creation that was for flavor, but I'm wondering if it has any, that if it can be assigned some sort of mechanical value to it. So regular bats are really sensitive to sound, and I'm wondering if that also applies to plumards. I don't assume that garcans are sensitive to
No,
anything.
and the plumards don't use
Echolocation?
echolocation. No, they actually use their eyes, which is why they're blinded in sunlight.
I gotcha. Okay. So then, never mind.
Yeah, I know it's weird. They look like giant bats, but they don't behave like giant bats. But it's still your turn if you want to do something. As you turn around and you see Gulshan.
They're right there, Igni.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, I can go 7. There I am. And then I'm going to cast Igni into the corridor.
Cool. 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You hit. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would also hit the Garkin.
Nice. Get fucked.
So let me just look at
That's
something
casting.
quick. Where is it?
Can the gherkin dodge or block if it is grappled? I do not know.
Ooh.
It can, yes. It cannot reposition because it cannot move away from the square that it's in. Oddly enough, dodging is just on your own square.
That's fine.
But it can also try to block it. But the Garkin, not the Garkin, the Plumards can only relocate because they reposition because they are flying. So they cannot resist the Igni. So you can just roll for damage immediately for them.
$13.
And kill all of them. Boop, 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 boop. As for our Garkin friend, no, those were just my recipes. All right. He's just putting his arm up, and yeah, trying to block the thing, because anyway, in the Igni, in the Yurden, he's he no longer has the advantage. 22. So yeah, he's not gonna take anything from Igni.
Okay.
I can remove the Plumards from here. So Garkin has 8 turns to try to get out of this.
Yep. And it is on fire the entire time.
Yeah, it's going to take a ton of damage. But that's why I want to check What do I need to get out of your grapple?
Right now, a 25.
Okay, and it's
And it's still only dodge escape.
cool.
So you should be fine. It is with that -3, though, from the Yrden circle.
Yeah, but the Yrden is gonna go away in 2 rounds.
By that time, it'll be a 27.
So 23
Nope.
is not enough. All right, so
Now it's a 26
yeah,
for the
but
second roll.
it
and now it's a
takes
27.
it's got no armor, so it takes 30 damage. And now it's your turn. Before I do anything else, it's both you and Asa. Do you do anything?
Do you want to toss fire at it again? You're muted.
Hannah? We can't hear you.
I'm muted. Sorry. Sorry. I can't hurt. Don't think it's gonna do anything, but it can't hurt.
Gulshan just leans against the side of the wall, and I'll just take a recovery action, and then spend some stamina, and then take another recovery action. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It will defend against the
Oh, just a
Igni.
22.
Yeah, no, but that's the Igni. That's that's
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
dodge. Now it's the dodge against your spell. Dodge
That's
against
great.
your spell is a 37.
Is that minus the? It's still in the Yrden.
Yeah, it's instead of a 21, I got an 18.
You are very good then. You free yourself from the
I mean, even with another -3 on top of it,
Oh yeah.
it would be 34.
It
Jeez.
still takes 1 round of the flaming
Yes,
fire.
it took 60 fire damage total. And it
And
is
now it can
pissed. And it is running the fuck away. It's gonna use its leap thing to just dive back into the darkness.
Can it leap that far because of the Yrden?
Oh, because of the Erdon, it leaps 7 squares instead of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The leap is very far. It's a 30-foot leap every time with no roll. And if you're at the end of the leap, you take 8d6 plus 8 damage, and you're prone.
Nope.
But it's leaping away. And this is just a move action, so it's going to use its action to sort of like ram against the wall and flip-flop around to try to get the flames off of itself.
It's my turn again, isn't it?
And it's screeching. It would be, yeah, both your turn, you and Ace. Well, you and then Asa, and then the Garkin again. So.
Oh, because I just realized something really bad.
Hmm.
I'm going to spend practically all of my stamina. I mean, why not, right? He's going to throw his hand in the direction of the Gherkin, which he can barely see at this point, but that's still fine. Twiddles his fingers, and more fire snakes escape from the torches and go in its direction. And just before they would dissipate, they seem to strengthen, flare up, and then go forward even further, because I'm a versatile caster. And
Yeah,
can
because
spend 10
you
stamina
need
to
that
extend.
extra
Yep.
thing. All right, I need to dodge out of this,
Let me
but I'm not in
roll
the
it. It's
Yrden anymore.
25. You're not in the Yrden anymore. You should.
Well, it's a 21.
It's on fire. and it is grappled, and it is having such a shitty day.
Oh, it dies at the start of its turn. It has 10 HP left, so I guess as the fire runs out, there were 2 other plumards that I forgot about, but you can mop them up if you want. They're not going to, like, the moment that everybody else dies in fire, they fly back to hide. There's too much light. There's sunlight outside. But you can just walk in, and if you want to do like an Earden Asa,
Sure. I mean, yeah, we can
just roll spellcasting. Just don't
get
fumble.
back.
It's all.
Okay. No pressure. Hold on, I took down my sheet. Just a second. Meh.
Yep. They're flying. They can't defend. Roll damage.
Okay. Five.
Oh, that's a really baby thing. But thankfully, I think they catch on fire due to igni, or they have a chance of.
I think they have a 50% chance to catch on
Yep.
fire.
Let me roll that. I need to roll higher than 50. One's dead. One's dead. One's dead. It just takes like a second more. But that's it.
Do you think the dwarves are going to be upset that we basically torched their catacombs?
I don't care what the dwarves think at this point. We killed the vampires. They're welcome.
Okay. Calm, I think your ribs are broken. Let me fix that.
I have to get the Garkin's head to prove that we did it.
Okay, then I'm going to sit down and stay here for a while.
You don't need to make a roll to chop its head off. It's very
Mhm.
charred. But if you loot the Garkin, can you also give me 3d6?
Yeah.
Because you're a witcher, I take it you're taking pieces off of it.
Mhm.
Cool.
10.
You've got 2 Garkin saliva, 2 units of Garkin saliva. You've got 2 wing membranes. It's got tiny, tiny wing membranes. They're pretty much vestigial at this point. And you have 1 abomination lymph.
Okay. I'll put that. Interesting. And a Garkin head.
And the Garkin head. And technically, if you want to do the plumards, we can also just do that little...
Do they have anything worth salvaging?
Oh, they have monster parts. Of course they've got stuff worth salvaging.
Okay. Well, let's
Um,
see if there's any that aren't too crispy, and we'll.
You have 12 plumard stomachs.
Okay.
And then, can you roll 4d6?
Sure.
And that's how many other wing membranes you're gonna find.
11.
11 more wing membranes.
Sweet.
13 overall.
Yeah. The wing membranes, just so you know, it's rebis. It's an alchemical ingredients for rebis.
Mm-hmm.
The stomachs were ether. The saliva is quebrith.
And what about the lymph?
Right. The fuck is that thing? Where is it?
It's the fuck. Got it. THE.
Yeah. No, wait. Where? What? Come here, Garki. What's the full name for the lymph? If you still have it.
Abomination lymph.
Abomination lymph. So it's in the A's.
Yes.
142.
I think it's Quebrith.
It is Quebrith. Yes.
Done.
Ba-bam. You have the head. You might be able to extract a mutagen. Which
I would like to try.
Yeah, I just need to grab the monster part. Not monster part. There we go. Acquiring mutagens. It's a Witcher training roll that you need to make on the beast. DC 16.
16? Oh my god.
The body is just too charred. It's too burnt, too destroyed to get the whatever, the liver or whatever it is that had the mutagenic things from it.
I think his hands are shaking too much too to be able to do the precise surgery to carve it out. So he's trying to get it, and he keeps slipping and he keeps cutting into it, and eventually he just starts stabbing it in frustration. And if he was ever going to get it, he's not going to get it now because it's destroyed.
And
eventually he'll just shove the knife back in the sheath and pick up the head and start to turn back and give him a good swift kick, and then head back.
In that time, you will have healed 18 more points of damage.
I will have healed?
Yes.
Yeah, the
magic
heal,
Hell
the
yeah.
heal
going
spell
off.
is just regeneration, so. But you still have bruised ribs. That is
Okay.
still a critical effect that you need to get rid of.
Is bruised ribs still give me a -2 to body, or is that lesser than cracked ribs?
It's was it? No, I think it's crack ribs. I just might have used the wrong words. That's all.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, it's crack ribs with the -2 to body, because you're not
Okay.
stabilized yet or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't tell Johan I almost lost a leg. I'll never hear the end of it.
Yana's not going to hear anything about any of this that went on here. This was shameful. You almost got killed by a fucking garbage monster.
I have fought in battlefields. We got lucky, yes, but we were also unlucky. Let us rest, and then I will heal you up, and by the time we get into town, no one will know.
I think they'll know. This was fucking embarrassing. I'm the Witcher, and you were the one who had to kill the goddamn vampire.
I don't think the dwarves will care. I'm going to do a human perception. Freaking out for what reason? 14?
He's sensitive. He's sensitive that he went into this, even knowing that he was going to have difficulty fighting a vampire, he got his ass handed to him in 2 strikes by the vampire. And then Gulshan had to step in and save the day. Daddy had to come in and fix everything as per usual. And so he's being a big baby about it because he's really sensitive that he took on this big boy job and he couldn't do it.
I know this may seem like a failure to you, but if either of us would have done that alone, both of us we would have died. I died. Look at my leg. I did not kill a single one of those things, which is a lie, but it doesn't matter. I did not kill a single one of those things. You did.
You would have been fine by yourself. I'm sure you would have. You handled the gherkin.
You set down the earden that made it possible. I think you are discounting your efforts here.
It doesn't matter. We're getting paid anyway. It doesn't matter. As long as they don't try to take the damage from the fire out of our payment. That's the only thing. We don't have to tell them about the fire.
Stone, it'll do. It just probably needs a good scrub and it'll be fine. Sit down. Sit down. I will recover some energy and I will fix it. No sense walking in with bad. How are your ribs anyway? Can I do a little first aid check to see what the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm.
14?
Well, 14 is enough to stabilize the wound anyway.
Yep.
So it was a cracked rib. But like I said, was right? Because 14? Yeah, because it's a DC 12. So
It doesn't fix it, but it does reduce its penalties, yeah.
well, right now your penalty is reduced to 1.
Okay.
You're at 1 because you're stabilized, which means that you can also start regaining HP naturally.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to get it treated.
I've still got the big old scar though, right?
So technically, it's not mechanical because I didn't roll disfiguring scar as a crit. It wasn't a crit. The last attack, it was just a normal attack. So you are free to
Okay.
decide what you want, but
Okay.
it's nothing that I can impose on.
Okay, no worries.
With enough time, it'll just look a little bit pink. He said, please, just wait here. Let's take a breath and you'll be fine.
It helps
Also, I
sit
can
down.
barely walk. I'll do a first aid
Gotcha.
check on my own damn leg.
You need a 14.
Nope.
Oh, you're like, it's bad. Maybe I should cut it off.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily. It's just, yeah.
He takes a bit of like plume art fur out of it and just flicks it to the side. I think you are expecting quite a lot of yourself.
I really don't think expecting a witcher to kill a monster is expecting an abundance of things.
You just began being a witcher.
I've been on
How
the
many
path for
years
10
since
years.
you've left the school?
At least 5.
5.
At
5
least.
years. Do you know what I was doing when I was only 5 years into learning magic?
What?
I might have accidentally set fire to a druid.
On purpose?
No,
No.
accidentally. I was trying to reach into his mind, and instead I set his hair on. A lot of hair.
How did he like that?
Not well. Especially when he transformed into, like, he used to change shape, and he turned into a bear, and he was completely hairless.
was oh, that's funny though. That's funny. That does make me feel a little better.
None of us started off all knowing, all powerful, or all successful. All of us had missteps like you, and there's nothing to fear about. Do you know how many witchers die early on?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You are not dead. That alone makes you beat most young witchers.
yeah, but being alive is... It's only half of it. right?
Tell
You
that
gotta
to the
do something with
bandits
it.
dead in the street. Tell that to the many dwarves who died here in Bergen. Tell that to all those who died in the wars.
Yeah, but they're not witches.
Some of them probably were.
Well, then they were bad ones.
Which makes you a good one.
I guess so.
So, I once again say, perhaps you have been a bit hard on yourself.
All right. We did kill them all, didn't we? Every last one of them.
I'm pretty sure. We could go back later and see once we're all less this.
Is there usually something worth salvaging in a Garkin nest? Or
What is your policy about tomb robbing?
Who's watching me?
Well, Gulshan.
Definitely not. No, we're not gonna
But
do that.
The nest that it has, like if you start looking around, basically those creatures decided to lair there. They've feasted on the fresh bodies that were brought the first time, along with the once alive dwarves that brought those bodies in there. But it must not have been there a long time. The Garkin must have established itself there maybe like at the end of winter.
Okay.
Its nest is just the discarded remains of like 6 dwarves.
Lots of
And
gore.
then it
All right.
opened up a bunch of alcoves and munched on bones.
Okay.
In fact, you know, you don't know how long, that's something that not a whole lot of people know, but like how long can a vampire go without feeding ever?
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe if you left the thing sealed for like a year or more, it would have died of hunger at some point. But nobody knows how long these things can go without feeding. Period. But maybe at some point, or maybe it would have left, like pushed a boulder out because it was starving and would have left, or there's no way to know. It didn't make the soundest of decision to lair in this place. There's not a whole lot of food.
Okay. Well,
But there was food nearby because of what was happening.
right. Well, then there's really nothing worth heading back in for. We're good.
And if you head back into town, we're gonna end tonight's session on 2 things. A brand new window for Gulshan. Not the roof one, but the wall one. You will also be compensated for the job that you did. The Garkin and the Plumards. But also Joanna is at the inn. She looks just as beat up as y'all are.
What do you
Boy,
attack?
what an adventure.
What happened to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
This is
Forge
not
shit,
like
though.
nothing.
Your foot looks worse than mine, and I had a vampire in it.
Say what?
He points to his leg.
There's like blood pouring out of it. Or that poured out of it.
Are you two all right?
Are we all right? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Seriously, it's nothing. Should I have gone with you?
No.
Yes.
I think that's what we'll end the
Right.
scene on for now, and probably have rejoin next week as we freeze frame on that little moment. Witcher, the bounty for all of this was 900 crowns.
Ooh.
Yes.
I think we can afford a new leg with that.
We could afford another
I think we
window.
could afford another house with that.
No, you can afford
Another secret
18
cellar.
meals at a tavern. Need I remind you how messed up the prices are? Crowns aren't worth shit. A good meal at a tavern is 30 crowns. So, sorry.
How much is a good leg?
A good leg, a quality prosthetic is 100.
Oh,
Really?
A quality prosthetic costs the same as
Craftsman,
3
right?
meals.
I should have been like a chef craftsman.
3
instead of a
good
building craftsman.
meals.
Fucking
Could have been
inflation,
breaking
man.
in the
Simple
crowds.
simple meals are 10. Like, technically, if you pay for like the room and board and everything, one of you can spend a whole month living in no, let me see. Let's say it's an average inn. 900 divided by 16, that would be 56 days without the food. So let's say per day you eat 1 good meal plus 1 room. So 900
Oof.
divided by 46, that's 19 days at an inn. Divided by the 4 of you, let's say we'll include Wreath. The 4 of you can spend 1 long weekend at an inn.
You know what? Let the bloody moon come. The economy shit. Shit in the world or whatever. It's gonna happen.
I mean, that's like Disneyland. That's a vacation. We have enough money for a vacation, so we can take the kids.
Oh goodness.
I think we're alive and we have enough for a good prosthetic. I feel like we'll consider it good.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start running out of legs though at this rate.
I still have one. I was about to cut it
I s-
off, but I still have one.
You could have shown solidarity. You chose not to.
No, that's my bad with the
No,
the
don't worry
thing.
about it. It's fine. It was funny.
Oh.
But also, solidarity? You'd sign?
uh,
That's not so.
Cutting off my leg in solidarity.
if all your friends jump off a bridge,
I was gonna
would you
say,
do it
yeah.
too?
If your friend cuts off their leg, are you gonna cut off yours?
Uh,
But yeah,
Apparently.
so friends, welcome back. That was a harsh return to the game. Let's talk about who you are, where we can find you, and share the love for tonight. We'll start with Joanna.
Hello. Hi, I'm Yutsai. Had a lot of fun today. You can find me Yutsai at Blue Sky, though honestly I mostly lurk. I like to lurk. I like to see what other people are doing. But I had a lot of fun today. This is mainly the only thing I'm doing. Of course I gotta show love. I mean, the combat, my god. I wasn't in it because I thought, you know, Joanna's just another target. The last time she was there, she was someone that they had to like protect rather than do anything. So I thought, you know, I'll just sit this one out. It'll go easier. And so gosh, the close calls, the immediate ramping of almost beheading, almost losing a limb, seeing you two just kind of go through that and slowly claw back success was so much fun to watch. But yeah, and of course Simon almost taking off my other foot with the anvil. Gosh, it was a fun session to come back to.
There
Can't wait
were
for
a lot
next
of
week.
fumbles.
There were a lot of fumbles.
Well, thanks for coming. Let's move on to the other row and the 2 fighters in the tombs. First up, Asa.
We did it. We survived. Hey, I'm Asa. I'm Hannah. You can find me here. This is the only show I'm doing currently. And then on Sunday, yes, you can find me here again doing a charity stream with Simon. Very excited about that. Otherwise, you can find me in the ether. I make fun fandom accessories that you can get and decorate your person with all sorts of sparkly things. And tonight was insane. I have to give humongous props to Gulshan for like pulling the weight of the entire battle, because like I thought we had it handled. Like Asa went in there all confident. He's like, yeah, whatever, it's just a vampire. And then got immediately like
I was wondering why Asa ran outside of the circle. He just told Gulshan
he was
to
like,
stay
yeah, I'm
in.
gonna go meet, as long as I stay in the light, I'll know, I'll be confident, it'll be okay, I know what I'm doing. He did not know what he was doing. So thank you to Gulshan. Thank you so much for keeping a cool head and for knowing exactly where to aim everything and like absolutely obliterating that Garkan and saving my boy's life, because I would have been very sad to lose Asa to a stupid decision like that. You know what? It would have been a good character moment, but it would not have been a good Hannah moment because she would have been very sad. So, and of course, I love that Joanna is still feeling like the in character. I feel terrible, but I love that there's like actions and consequences in the game, and that you're committing to like the follow through on making sure that everything has, you know, a pay through that is really satisfying, narratively and character wise. And Simon, of course, thank you so much for, you know, bringing us back with a bang and letting us play tonight and almost killing us, almost cutting off another leg. Thanks, Simon.
It's the thing with Witcher. Combat can go sour. I mean, it went sour very quickly, and then tables flipped because of like a failed roll on the Garkin's part. That's how it is. It's rough. Speaking of rough, our last character for tonight. Hey, Gulshan.
Hello, my name is Northern Ligadir. Today I play Gulshan. My pronouns are he, him. Gulshan's pronouns are he, him. I am not doing much these days. There's some stuff that is planning on being edited for June. So if you want to find out more, follow Werewolf Feels, and I'll announce it when the time comes, because otherwise I can't announce anything. And there are, of course, other things in the works at all times. However, the only other thing you can see me on is on Praxagor Thesmophoria's channel on Sunday, where I'm once again playing a mage in another game of Witcher, but he is completely different, I promise and swear. But that'll be Sundays in the evening. He's having a great time.
And what's your love for tonight?
Yeah, I'm thinking. That's the thing. I've got a lot of love to give. I love how stubborn Joanna is. She's just no right to be, though. But she is. She's just so stubborn. And it's only when no one else is in the room. When people are in the room, she's like, no, you know what? I'll just go. Just go. I'll be alone. It's fine. Just go. But when she is alone, all of that strength of the bull comes out. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna carry things. I'm gonna lift things. I dropped it on my foot. Doesn't matter. There's stuff in there. I'm gonna carry that, lift it too. It's just impressive. And really funny and deeply concerning, because I feel like one of these days she's going to get so injured and be alone when it happens. And I'm scared for her. I think Asa demonstrated a lot about his own capabilities this time around. And I'm not saying that in a, oh, look at Asa. No, I mean, seriously, right? You tossed out both of those gangs of Plumards with just 2 short bursts of fire. Wow. That's pretty impressive. And I really did like fighting alongside the Witcher. The Witch and the Witcher are always a fun combo. My favorite thing, though, is just how fed up Asa gets when they reach a wall. It is so very teenager. it happens to adults too. Don't get me wrong, but the way it's consistent for Asa, it's like I have the feeling that maybe they have some trauma from the people who taught them. Dunno. Witcher schools, famously cozy spaces where nothing bad happens. So, but it makes me feel sad for Asa and at the same time laugh each and every time, and I love it. Simon, you know how much I have affection for you and your GMing. Here's what you might not know. I am all in. I'm all in, man. I find it really fun just how excited you get when things go your way and how excited you stay when things aren't going your way, which is really fun. Right down to the almost chopping my leg off. I was down to do it, man. All you would have had to say is, "No, I'm still ruling it that way. Cut your leg off," and I would have, and that's a promise.
Yeah, but
'Cause-
I would rather make sure that, things that I don't mind house ruling, but sometimes, especially in the thick of it.
Yeah, it happens. But my point is, it's fun. I had a lot of fun. This combat was intriguing, and I do kind of appreciate how unprepared we were for the swarming that occurred. Like, this took a lot of planning on your path, and I like it, and I appreciate it. Thank you. That is it for me. So now it's on to you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for coming by tonight. After 3 weeks of absence. Thank you, players, for taking the time off from your busy schedule to come play Witcher and get maimed horribly in combat with a vampire with me. Before I throw my love for tonight, you can find me on Sunday over on Greater Restoration at noon, where I am introducing a bunch of American players to a French TTRPG. We are playing Forgotten Chronicles, and the premise being the players are all higher, I should say, level, and they squandered all of their money. And so they have to take on a very simple level 1 quest of clearing out a cellars of rats to just, earn their keep, basically. It's going to be very walk in the park. It's a milk run, really. They have to kill 10 rats. So come by, donate if you want them to kill more than 10 rats. But to also discover the rules of this game that I had to translate over 2 days. And see what the game is all about. I'm sure a lot of you who have played D&D before might really enjoy it. Or those of you who've played World of Warcraft might also enjoy the vibe of the game. But that's for me. We're doing this for Take This on Sunday. And then you can find us back here on Thursday on the 30th for some more Witcher. My love for tonight goes to the three of you and your knack and desire to take actions in character and stay loyal to Joanna was stubborn despite the pain and kept going, and that's what we've seen of Joanna so far. In the combat with the vampires, you could have chosen to act all meta and use, the more appropriate strategy against the vampire and all that. And yet, Asa acted like Asa would act, like a young, brash Witcher who's just like, I can take him. Of course. I just burnt like a bunch of plumards. I can fucking take a single vampire. And even Gulshan going through the burning the stamina to both keep Asa alive and still try to protect him by taking care of the Garkin. Those were super cool moments, and I really enjoyed it. And that's my love for all three of you tonight. And I think we might be due to a little time skip as the players rest and recuperate. We'll talk about that offline. We'll see what happens, but we might be staying in Vergen for a couple of days just to let the dust settle and let the wounds heal before we hop back on the road. We'll see. But if you want to see that, dear chat, come by next week, and we'll get to the fallout of the fallout. Have a good night, everyone.